All right, folks, let's bring in our own RAV border correspondent, Oscar El Blue Ramirez, who's at the border. Welcome, Oscar. Now, something happened over your right shoulder, our left camera side, left shoulder, your shoulder. Well, tell us what just happened.
Just as I was right here, a couple of illegals tried to cross the first layer of the accomplished crossing the first layer of the wall, but they were immediately intercepted by Border Patrol. And, they sounded the alarm. A helicopter was sent. Also, it tells you the level of security, how it has massively increased in this particular area, which the illegal crossings have dropped up all the way up to 95%.
Where are you? Which crossing are you?
Playas de Tijuana, that is next to Imperial Beach, California. As a matter of fact, Border Patrol was just coming back and forth, just making secure right now that this area was, again, secure.
That's good news. They're right in action. Oscar's witnessing firsthand. They come across the border, they're immediately apprehended. When I was there, Oscar, you would see them walking up into the hills. And when I was there, it was like 105 degrees. I can't imagine them surviving. Whatever. This is a much better situation. Oscar, you sent us about a 2-minute video, so it's going to be interesting. But tell us real quickly what it is.
The historic, detention of 2.7 tons of drugs and synthetic drugs. It was yesterday it was a couple of days ago in the commercial line, the truck driver line, which we did a hit not too long ago with you, Eric, on that particular area. 2.7 tons that were detained by the National Guard. There was several inspections just before you go to the American Customs. This has implemented due to the pressure of the tariff of Donald Trump to the Mexican government. So synthetic drugs, 122 packages of methamphetamine and 222 packages of presumably, they say, cocaine and other packages that they haven't been identified also.
Let's take a look. Guys, roll it.
The Mexican National Guard has intercepted a tractor trailer at a commercial port of entry, preventing 2.7 tons of narcotics from reaching the United States of America. Following multiple X-ray inspections, authorities discovered 225 black packages containing a substance that it was designated as cocaine, along with 122 primarily packages believed that they are methamphetamine. The significant seizure comes after the measures of the threat of a tariff from the Trump administration that they have pressured Mexican's president to implement more rigorous pre-checkpoint inspections before the goods and vehicles reach the United States border. These measures have resulted in multiple arrests and major drug seizures before narcotics entering the American territory. On the western end of the border near Imperial Beach, illegal cartel-led crossings have dropped by nearly 95%. The area, once notorious by migrants risking their lives swimming around the border wall and paying smugglers, is now largely under control. At the Chaparral pedestrian crossing, major processing point for migrants under the Biden administration, and once home to the well-known Biden Let Us In t-shirts encampment, the situation has shifted dramatically as the CBP-1 application that is no longer active. There's no long lines, and they have quite disappeared as American NGOs once operated the area are no longer present. Further east in the mountain regions of Tijuana, once considered one of the most dangerous and uncontrolled gaps along the border, the U.S. Border Patrol and the National Guard of Mexico are now working jointly to secure the area. This crossing has been exploited by cartels to smuggle migrants from Afghanistan, India, and China, generating millions of dollars for the criminal networks. Officials say that the current border policies are not only enhancing U.S. national security, but also pressuring Mexico to take a stronger action against cartel operations, reducing illegal crossings, and are preventing large quantities of drugs from entering the United States.
That is a massive amount of drugs. It's incredible. The whole place seems to be getting a lot more secure. Sheinbaum, Mexican President Sheinbaum, is still fighting with Trump. Tell us where you think the relationship stands and how it's affecting the border.
Well, I believe strongly that it's about the statements of Donald Trump saying that he's going to send the military inside of Mexico. And Sheinbaum has created this idea that the United States wants to invade in a certain way in Mexico, and it is against the Constitution. She's basically, a lot of the media over here in Mexico, we know that she is completely involved or she is, corrupt in some way with the narco government. There's a lot of situations which is happening right now. The detentions, the extraditions of cartel kingpins into the United States of America, the dismantling of thousands of laboratories, Eric, that it has been happening. This would not be happening if it would not
Oscar,
be for Donald Trump and the current administration.
Offbeat question here. Our media is so liberal, so left-leaning, they just can't stand Trump, to the tune of 93 or 94% of them are lean left, Democrat. Is it the same in Mexico? Is the media as, I don't know, liberal as they are here? And how is that relationship with their president?
Well, we have a couple of, progressive media that is actually leftist, but the majority is waking up. They know that we are under a narco government, and there's legitimate videos and there are legitimate statements of politicians that the actual administration is protecting a lot the narco government. This has to stop. And the only way Mexicans, we have acknowledged that we need another government to be pushing the Mexican government to be exposed. The corrupt politicians are the number ones that they need to be exposed, they need to be arrested, and they need to be extradited, because the cartel kingpins, that are just like chess pieces. They move them around and they put it somebody else. They need to expose the corrupt politicians, and this is what it is actually hurting the current administration and government, Eric.
Oscar El Azul Ramirez, always good to have you, my friend. Please be safe.
Thank you so much, Eric, for the invitation, always.
All right. A new administration in D.C. has brought a lot of positive changes. A lot of them very, very good when it comes to fixing our broken healthcare system. RFK Jr. is doing his best too. Make America healthy again. The reality is, however, that there's only so much the government can do, and that if we really want to make America healthy again, that starts at home with each and every one of us. And that's where the Wellness Company comes in. See and hear from the Wellness Company doctors all the time on this network, and you know that their products are the gold standard for keeping you and your family safe and healthy. The Wellness Company gives you the opportunity to make sure you're prepared for whatever happens with their series of prescription medical kits. Kits that contain an assortment of life-saving medications and, by the way, guidebooks to assist you in the proper use of these medications. The Wellness Company offers a variety of products, from parasite cleanses to methylene blue to weight loss drugs, and so much more that can help you stay healthy and live a longer and more healthy, satisfying life. Make America healthy again starts at home. Do your part. Protect the health of you and your family. Go to www.twc.health/voice today and order. That's twc.health/voice. And if you use the promo code VOICE, you'll save 10%. We shall be back 2.5 minutes.